Racing to the 2020 Breeders' Cup, and this time let's take a look at Future Star Friday, where we've got the fillies going a mile and a 16th on the dirt. 8 horses have been pre-entered, and just like the Big Ass Fans Dirt Mile, I thought we'd take an early look at this race as they're going to come hot and heavy next Monday when they draw for all of the races. And I wanted to take a deep dive and really take a look at some of the trips on some of these horses. So far, we've got the big 3 winners, Princess Noor, Simply Ravishing, and also Dayoutoftheoffice, all entered to run, and a couple of the runner-ups in the big stakes races. Starting off with Crazy Beautiful, who was second out last time to Simply Ravishing, and Crazy Beautiful has put together a couple of nice efforts from off the pace. She's one of those horses that she could pick up the piece if one of the big 3 stumble in this race. Frizette speed figure wise, she's just a little bit slower, possibly maybe 3-4 points slower. That's what she's going to have to make up in order to compete in a race like this. Dayoutoftheoffice, she's been working out at Belterra Park, Tampa Bay, also Thistledown, and she got no respect when she went to the Spa a couple of races back. Won off at 19-1, then came back and won the last race, the Frizette. And I think she's ran 3 times, has not been favored in any of them, but she's got the raw speed and the pedigree into mischief. Of course, siring Gamine, one of the top runners in the 3-year-old division this year, and the Kentucky Derby winner, Authentic. Dayoutoftheoffice, an impressive winner of the Frizette Stakes. She'll probably be second favorite to the most likely favorite in this race, which is going to be Princess Noor. Princess Noor won the last race at Santa Anita. And this heavily backed horse in both of her efforts, she's been bet down and looks like she's going to probably take most of the money again. Been working forwardly since the last race. She's worked out 3 times since the Chandelier Stakes. And it looks like overall, Princess Noor, the only question mark with her is her speed figure went down a little bit the last time. But before that, she had cracked open over a 90 on the Frizette scale. Meanwhile, Girl Daddy has been resting since winning on the Kentucky Oaks undercard, and that was an impressive win for the daughter of Uncle Mo for Dale Romans. She's got a long string of workouts, and those Uncle Mo's seem to fire fresh off the bench. I think Girl Daddy has the potential to improve just a little bit here, and she should be in the mix as one of the top 4 favorites in this race. Meanwhile, you've got Princess Secret, who last time out ran in Florida. Now she's a little bit slower on the Frizette speed figures, and this Florida bred by Kozan should be tough. You know, she's going to have another one that's going to have to improve in this race, but it looks like speed figure wise, and she could be the one that sets the pace, because Princess Noor the last time has kind of picked up the pace pressing trip, and so did Dayoutoftheoffice, although Dayoutoftheoffice has proven that she can make that move going into that turn along with Princess Noor, and that's really where the battle could engage here between those 2 horses. You don't want to throw out a horse like Simply Ravishing as well. Even though her fractions were a little bit softer the last time, she's proven, this New York bred, that she can win, and the last 2 races have been very impressive, including an effort at Keeneland that puts her right in the mix in this race. Thoughtfully disappointed in the Keeneland race. After winning her first couple of starts, she had a little bit of a layoff and did not fire the last time out at Keeneland, but they have trained forwardly since that race, and maybe something just went a little bit of awry for Thoughtfully, an expensively purchased daughter of Tappet, who kind of drew off in her 2 big wins, and those were earlier in the summer, so the speed figures were a little bit lighter, but I think as the 2 turn distances stretch out, she could definitely bounce back in a race like this. And then you've got Vequist, who was second in the Frizette the last time out. She was favored over Dayoutoftheoffice. Ran a good race, just kind of ran into a buzzsaw that day. Dayoutoftheoffice beat her on the square, but Vequist, the race before that, had drew off at with a big open length victory. So Vequist definitely one you have to consider off the Frizette runner-up finish. So you've got Dayoutoftheoffice, Princess Noor, and Simply Ravishing. Those are going to be the 3 big favorites. The big speed figures right now looking like Dayoutoftheoffice and Princess Noor. Visually, Princess Noor kind of with that push button speed in all 3 of her victories, and she's been impressive in the morning workouts. Of course, purchased for over $1 million at the sales. So she is going to be well backed at the windows for trainer Bob Baffert. Going to be an interesting rendition of the 2-year-old fillies on the Future Stars Friday card. Take a look at that Big Ass Fans Dirt Mile preview. That's already up. And we've also got to look at some more previews as we get ready for the Breeders Cup 2020. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications as we lead you up to the 2020 Breeders' Cup.